Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a weekend matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 27, Jones. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in the sight lines.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Rolling to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set loaded.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Walker now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll go to Barkley again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Julian Love gets it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones, off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Straight ahead, Walker. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though...
And I think the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got... He's got a man, complete! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Wilson going to throw for him. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The Seahawks take over first down at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
General, fast. Ready, ready. You're out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away. Walker with a grab, left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Running right, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On third down, here's Walker, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 66.
Hand off here to Walker. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Caught on the slant. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out the portal. I'm at the plug and change to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I still. Let's go. Call up the league. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers, 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 pointers. Yeah. I just drink it off the top. Put it on the road, on the bed, on the road.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton.